Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching His word, truthfully and sincerely. Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word, truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching His word, truthfully and sincerely. When I say shalom to you Akim out there, and this is an article was in the news. And here it goes. The U.S. Treasury sanctions cryptocurrency exchange for alleged role in ransomware attacks. And this is posted on September 21st, 2021, Tuesday at 10:52 a.m., which is earlier this morning. And this is an article from CNBC. And the article reads, the U.S. Treasury Department announced Tuesday will sanction a cryptocurrency exchange for its alleged role in the laundering ransom for cyber attacks. It marks the first such action against cryptocurrency exchange, according to the department meant to say. The Treasury alleged that the crypto exchange SUSE has facilitated transactions involving a soliciting of illicit proceeds from at least 8 ransomware variants. The U.S. Treasury Department announced Tuesday it will sanction a cryptocurrency exchange for its alleged role in laundering ransoms and cyber attacks. It was marked the first action at a viral currency exchange comes after a scribe of cyber attacks cripples several industries and even threatens the U.S. government agency. The Treasury says the ransom payments totaled more than $400 million in 2020 alone, more than 4 times that of 2019, which is 2 years ago, and last year as well too. It says the ransomware is a type of cyber attack where actors often shut down access to key programs, demanding payment usually in a cryptocurrency like Bitcoin to unlock them. And the Department of Salakia. Let me read it again. Continue on with the news article. The Department officials of Foreign Assets Controls will designate the cryptocurrency exchange SUSE for alleged playing a role in facilitating financial transactions for ransomware actors. It says, with the Treasury emphasizing that most virtual currency activities is alleged technologies facilitating those payments can be exploited by bad actors. Cryptocurrency transactions are decentralized, can be harder to trace to those conduct through transitional financial institutions. The department said that the SUSE case, it helps facilitate illegal activity for their own illicit gains. The department alleged for that SUSE has facilitated transactions involving the illicit. I can't even pronounce that word. Excuse me about that. Proceeds from at least 8 ransomware variants. It could also say that more than 40% of the companies known transaction history is associated with ills illicity actors. With the new destination means it will be much harder for the Sioux to do business with U.S. entities. The U.S. citizens are generally banned from performing transactions with sanctioned entities and financial institutions that engage in certain activities with them and could themselves face sanctions or enforce action. In the addition to the action against suits, the department clarified its guidelines for businesses on how to respond to Ramzone's attack. The guidelines strongly encourage victims and related companies to report these incidents to and fully cooperate with the law enforcement as soon as possible, according to a press release, and continues to discourage them from paying ransom. It says the adversary also states that U.S. entities could be penalizing for much for making payments to these sanctions actors, even if they are unaware of the act of that fact, like in the case of paying a ransom. Still, the guideline says the OFAC will consider a company's cooperation over a ransomware attack and determine its ultimate consequences. The government had emphasized of the importance of its own knowledge of cyber attacks to help mitigate harm. The values of such became clear that year through the attacks of a solar wind, which affects the several governments, agencies, and that assault came to light after another cyber attack company FireEye for a falsified attack on its own system. Microsoft President Brad Smith told lawmakers that the FireEye's disclosed was critical to understand the intent of the attack. And it says, continue on with the reading of the news article in the news. It says, since then, the lawmakers have introduced a measure that will require government contractors and critical infrastructure, infrastructural companies to disclose cyber attacks while granting them a limited safe harbor from legal action over those disclosures. So, after I was reading this full article today, they just made sanctions. The U.S. Treasury made sanctions on the cryptocurrency for exchange for ransomware attacks. Because I believe it was either last year. Yeah, I believe it was last year. Russia, a small company from Russia, when they was down there, it was like a pipeline, something down there in Texas, I believe, and the Russian people, I believe, yeah, I think it was recently, like about a couple of months ago. It was this Russian company, some type of cyber Russian company down there, which is and some of these groups of people I heard, when I was reading from CNN as well too. You had some groups from Eastern European of cyber attack groups that hacks into companies and businesses and stuff like that. And they're seeking for ransomware attacks, exchange for cryptocurrencies or money as well too, I believe. So that's why the United States Treasury doing all these treasury sanctions on people that does cryptocurrencies exchange for alleged roles in ransomware attacks, I believe. And back to what I was saying, it was just Russian groups, small Russian groups, I believe. They was trying to have access to the pipeline down there in Texas, with people's the information and technology and everything like that. They wanted a ransom. And I believe the president and the administration, they made a statement that they had supposedly I believe, I don't know if it's true or not, they paid the ransom of that as well too. So, I guess they taking action on this. So it was groups from Eastern European and from Russia as well too. So, that's why I'm just reading this article about you know, the U.S. Treasury sanctions against, the U.S. Treasury sanctions cryptocurrencies exchange for alleged role in ransomware attacks. So, I hope this was edifying when I was reading through the whole article. But, I'm just breaking this out, in the news, like always, I always upload videos of any stuff that's in the news that catch my eye. I, upload it and read the article and take my 2 cents on it as well, too. So with that, I hope this was edifying through the spirit, power, grace, and mercy of Yahweh Yahushua. And first and foremost, I'd like to give all praise and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles of Great Millstone, preaching his word truthfully and sincerely. And Shalom to the Akim, scattered through the four corners of the globe, preaching his word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. And Shalom to the Akim, that be like unto the speckled bird, preaching his word truthfully, faithfully, strongly, and sincerely. Until next time, I will say Shalom.